You know, I've said plenty of times in my other content that we are all marketers, right? We just happen to sell the service that we provide, that our company provides. So if you're a loan officer, then you are actually a marketer. You just happen to have a loan officer license. At the same time, if you're a realtor, you are also a marketer. You just happen to have a realtor license, and so on and so forth, right? And this can go on to anything. So if you sell cars, cell phones, widgets, trash bags, newspapers, subscriptions, whatever it is. And the reason why marketing is important is because, again, as I had mentioned, you know, sales starts with attention, and that's really ultimately what you need before you can do any type of pre-qualification, before you can do, you know, any type of pitch or presentation. Is you need at the root of it someone's attention and interest, right? And so marketing is this key piece within the sales system and the process that enables you to capture one's attention long enough so that you can ultimately flip them into becoming one of your clients. And so follow me on this, because really what it comes down to is your first 15 to 30 seconds of first engagement. And let me give you an example. So imagine if you're cold calling, or if you're doing follow-up calls, or if you're calling in, let's say, a lead queue that has leads that may have talked to your company but is not currently doing business with your company. Or if you're just doing straight self-generation marketing, right? Like you're building your book of business, maybe you're building your referral partners or what have you. Whatever your immediate line is that introduces you is going to be your first impression. And so, you know, I happen to mentor a lot of loan officers all throughout the country. And one thing that I notice is very common is that most loan officers default to a company provided script. And I'm not saying that's anything wrong with that, but they all sound the same. And the problem with that is, though, is that when you sound just like every other telemarketer, you're going to be treated like every other telemarketer. And so one of the messages that I always have here is that you have to make noise in a different way in order to really be heard, in order to really capture the attention and stand out, because that's ultimately what we're trying to do, is differentiate ourselves so that we can be memorable, right? And so when you really think about it, the most common opening line sounds something like this. Hey, my name is Daniel Nicard on a recorded line calling with blah blah mortgage. May I please speak with John Smith, please? Right? So if you really think about it, and you actually kind of, you know, sit in your prospect's shoes, or sit in the lead shoes, or hear it actually like record and play back, you sound like a telemarketer. And so again, first impression, when you really think about it, is that, oh no, this person is a telemarketer, please remove me from your do not call list, or I'm not in the market, or no, John is not home, or no, I'm busy, right? Because no one is ever in the mood to be sold, right? But people do love to buy things. People love to buy things all the time. But what they don't like is to be sold. And so we just have to understand that.